mother worked at the Manor Mill in Chadderton, and that was when I was in the nursery. Me and my cousin Kevin would go up to meet our mothers, but her first mill was the Nile Mill on Fieldsney Road in Chadderton. And my family come off Denton Lane really originally. My grandmother had a chippy at the bottom, and my mother at one time had a chippy at the top of Denton Lane. On that estate, most of the women probably worked in the cotton mill.
I only moved from the Monarch because it was too dusty to the Sandy, introduced by the Great Mill. When Mr. Ryder were there, he says, I have a job at Sandy Mill, you can have.
When I was growing up, there was one mill left. There may have been others around Oldham, but I lived right next door to it. We had a mill that run along Gower Street, right across from where I lived. And that, when I was growing up, was by that point a catalogue firm, which that seemed to happen to a lot of the mills. And then there was Maple Mill, which was to the left of us, which run up a hill on our street, and that was still a cotton mill, and there was still shift work going on there. It still had it was still a working mill with a lodge.
And there in Oldham, there were more millionaires per square mile than anywhere in the UK because of the textile industries. Now, they all lived up on the top on the hills in the Saddleworth area, and basically everybody else was down there. But the reason why cotton took off around here, as you know, is because it's a very damp environment, it keeps the cotton fibres down.
It was a massive big red brick mill. It was really lovely, a nice looking mill. And we used to get all the shift workers coming up and down the street. There used to be a 6:10 at night shift, and you could hear the hum of it always in the background. And there used to be cotton. When I was a little girl, there'd be cotton on the streets, like on the pavements, and these bobbins. We used to pick them up. They're made out of cardboard, like really thick cardboard in different colours. They get orange and green, so we collected them up. We used to play with them, and never knew what they were. Knew that they came from the mill, but didn't understand what they did or anything. Didn't matter that.
Barbara were a good friend. She learned me what I call the tricks of the beaming. Say, no, you don't do it like that, you do it like this, you get more money. Things like that.
We used to have it while paid.
Yeah.
So it was, when you look back, it was hard. I think there were happier days than when I retired at the Elk, and I was there 23 years. But they had more fun. Well, all that finished over the years. In the card room. But you see, them adults, where it showed them with bobbins at the back, but you had to creel them in. But they were more modified, and they had them them cans, what I've cotton in. Well, they modified, and you had them, you had to put them in. You had to drag them out from what they call the boxes. That's where it comes out of this can. You had to drag them there. And we had to run too. Like I said before, when the frame stopped, the wage stopped.
A friend of mine phoned me up and said, I've got a job starting, and it's called the mill. So I thought, yeah, all right. He said to me, can you tie knots? And I thought, what's a knot got to do with joinery? And it turned out that we ended up building some mule spinning frames that was supposed to be the period of the 1830s. So it's just before this industrialisation came through. But it's bringing it out of the cottage industry into a mill. So we had some mule spinning frames to make and build. And I think our time frame was 12 to 16 weeks. And we actually built 5 mule spinning frames, 3 of which did spin cotton.
I just remember all the people. When people stopped, in them days everybody worked to a shift, and you'd know that people were at work, they'd come home, loads of people walking down the street together. The traffic had stopped on the main road. There wasn't any zebra crossing or anything. It just stopped because of the amount of people all crossing the road for the bus stop at the same time.
I lived opposite the Stockfield Mill in Chadderton on Melbourne Street, and the lodge there saw us 2 mills, the textile mill and Stockfield Mill. So the lodge itself was massive, You think all that water was freezing cold.
Yeah.
So as young children, if you went swimming in them, you know, chances are you're going to drown.
Part of our playground was the local mill, which was the Sandy Mill, and part of the attraction was the mill lodge, which at the time was still heated, and we used to have very large goldfish, carp in there, and also we used to go fishing. But part of that was also used to freeze over in the winter, so that was obviously quite a nice playground as well. No health and safety at all. Even like with the temperature got too hot, the windows wouldn't open, so we used to just smash the windows. So part of his duty at night was going up to find out which windows need replacing and put a duty in to get them repaired. So I used to do that as well. Yeah. And then he finished at 55. He had a problem with it was related to the mill or whatever, but he finished after 55.